You think you know how the world works? Think again. From burps that vanish in space to trees outnumbering stars, these facts will flip your understanding of science, nature, and even your own body. Get ready for the most mind-blowing truths you were never taught in school. Ever wondered what happens to a burp in zero gravity? It simply can't escape. In the microgravity environment of space, the body's natural systems act very differently. On Earth, gravity separates gas from liquid in the stomach, which allows you to burp. But in orbit, that separation doesn't occur. If astronauts try to burp, they risk releasing a messy mix of gas and liquid, a dreaded wet burp. That's why space food is carefully engineered to reduce gas production altogether. Even small things like burping reveal how much our bodies depend on gravity. Life in space forces us to rethink the basics. Even a casual act like a burp becomes a scientific challenge. In the vacuum of space, nothing behaves the way we expect. Your bones may feel fragile, but they're built like natural armor. Despite making up our skeletons, they're about 5 times stronger than concrete by weight. The femur, your thigh bone, can withstand forces equivalent to 30 times your body weight. This incredible strength comes from a mix of calcium minerals and collagen fibers, creating the perfect balance between hardness and flexibility. It's nature's version of reinforced steel. Our skeletal system allows us to jump, run, and survive impacts, yet it's still light enough to keep us agile. Engineers even study the bone structure for inspiration. So the next time you trip or fall, remember, your bones are stronger than the sidewalk you landed on. Think beaches are packed with sand? The universe holds far more. It's estimated that there are more stars in the observable universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. With over 100 billion galaxies, and each galaxy containing hundreds of billions of stars, the math is staggering. Every speck of sand you've ever walked on is vastly outnumbered by the stars lighting up the cosmos. It's a scale too big for the human mind to fully grasp. Yet each star could host its own planets and moons. The night sky is not just beautiful. It's overflowing with worlds. Every glance upward is a look into deep, endless space. The legendary unicorn of the sea hides a dental surprise. That spiraling tusk of a narwhal is a highly evolved tooth, usually the left upper canine. It can grow up to 10 feet long and is packed with millions of nerve endings, making it a sensitive tool. Scientists believe it helps detect water temperature, pressure, and even salinity. Sometimes males even cross tusks in ritualistic battles. It's not just for show, it's functional. Narwhals don't have a lot of teeth, but the one they do have is iconic. From folklore to biology, this icy creature never stops fascinating us. And yes, the tooth really is mightier than the sword. The future of technology has roots in a dark past. The word robot first appeared in a 1920 Czech play called RUR, short for Rossum's Universal Robots. It comes from robot, which means forced labor or serfdom in Czech. In the play, robots are manufactured beings made to serve humans, but eventually they rebel. The term stuck and shaped our modern ideas of automation, AI, and mechanical workers. Today, robots assist in medicine, factories, and even in space, but their name carries echoes of human struggle. It's a powerful reminder that every innovation carries a story. In this case, that story started with a warning. Earth is greener than the Milky Way is bright. Scientists estimate that Earth has over 3 trillion trees, while the Milky Way galaxy contains between 100 to 400 billion stars. That's roughly 8 trees for every star in our home galaxy. These trees cover forests, mountains, and even urban areas. The finding came from combining satellite imagery with ground data and completely changed how we view global vegetation. It's a humbling statistic that makes Earth feel both abundant and fragile. These trees help regulate climate, produce oxygen, and absorb carbon dioxide. They are our planet's lungs, and in this rare case, Earth beats the cosmos. Even after transformation, the past stays with them. Butterflies, during metamorphosis, dissolve into a kind of cellular soup inside their chrysalis. Yet scientists discovered they can retain memories formed during their caterpillar phase. In experiments, caterpillars trained to avoid a smell still remembered that training as adult butterflies. This suggests that parts of the nervous system survive the transformation. It's a profound reminder that change doesn't always mean forgetting. Even in radical renewal, the past can leave a trace. These fragile insects carry a hidden continuity. Their journey is one of memory, not just beauty. Even flames behave strangely in zero gravity. On Earth, hot air rises and pulls flames upward, creating the classic flickering shape. But in space, there's no gravity to drive that flow. Instead, fire becomes a slow-burning blue sphere. It burns cleaner, produces fewer toxins, and lacks the orange glow we're used to. NASA studies fire in space to improve the safety of spacecraft and to better understand combustion. This strange behavior could even lead to better fuel efficiency on Earth. One thing's clear, without gravity, even fire dances to a different rhythm. It becomes science in slow motion. A shrimp has its heart, stomach, and even part of its brain, all packed in the same place: its head. More specifically, these organs are housed in the thorax, protected by a hard exoskeleton. This compact design makes sense for aquatic creatures, where space efficiency is key. Unlike vertebrates, which separate head and body, shrimp bundle their vital systems up front. It's a layout that confuses humans but works brilliantly for crustaceans. Even their circulatory system is open, meaning blood flows freely around organs. So when someone says your heart's in your head, they might be more right than they know. Some animals take self-defense to a whole new level. The horned lizard, native to North America, can shoot blood from its eyes up to 5 feet. It does this by building up pressure behind its eye sockets, bursting capillaries, and spraying predators. The blood contains chemicals that taste bad to canines, one of their main threats. It's not just a scare tactic, it works. This incredible ability is used only as a last resort, but it's surprisingly effective. Nature can be strange, but it's almost always smart, and the horned lizard proves it, one squirt at a time. Your brain may be small in size, but it's a power hog. It uses around 20% of your body's energy, even though it only makes up 2% of your body weight. That energy goes into constant tasks like thinking, remembering, breathing, and even dreaming. It's never truly at rest. The brain is fueled by glucose and requires a steady stream of oxygen. That's why fatigue hits hard after intense concentration. Your brain runs the show day and night, and the more you challenge it, the more power it demands. Think of it as the most efficient machine you'll ever use. Forget dunes. Antarctica is the real desert king. With less than 2 inches of precipitation annually in some regions, Antarctica fits the definition of a cold desert. Its average temperature plunges below 100 degrees once, making it the coldest place on Earth. Despite being covered in ice, it gets almost no rain or snow. Its dryness, not its temperature, earns it the title. Antarctica spans over 5.5 million square miles, bigger than any other desert on the planet. It's a land of extremes, bitter cold, blinding white, and shockingly dry. And it holds secrets buried under the ice, waiting to be explored. Your favorite snack is not what it seems. Despite their name, peanuts aren't nuts at all. They're legumes. They grow underground in pods, just like beans and lentils. True nuts like almonds or hazelnuts grow on trees and don't split. open naturally. Peanuts develop from flowers that burrow into the soil, forming their edible seeds below. This makes them nutritionally rich and uniquely versatile. They're packed with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. And despite the confusion, they remain one of the most consumed foods worldwide. Just remember, next time you eat a peanut, you're snacking on a bean in disguise. Yes, twins can have birthdays months apart. In an astonishing medical case, one twin was born prematurely while the second stayed in the womb for 87 more days. Doctors carefully monitored both babies, allowing the second to develop longer. This rare situation shows how flexible and responsive modern neonatal care can be. The survival of both twins is considered a medical miracle. It challenges what we know about birth timing. Each child's journey into the world can be wildly different, even when they share the same starting point. It's a story of patience, resilience, and science working in harmony. That fresh smell in the air before a storm? It's called petrichor. This distinct scent comes from a compound called geosmin, released by soil-dwelling bacteria when rain disturbs the ground. The smell is so strong that we can often detect it before the rain reaches us, carried by the wind. Humans are incredibly sensitive to geosmin, even in tiny amounts. That nostalgic, earthy aroma is one of nature's earliest weather alerts. It signals comfort, life, and renewal, and it connects us to the rhythms of the planet, long before the first drop hits the ground.